Hey YouTube, we are back with another replay analysis, one that you guys asked for. You said it would be cool to see replays of some of the top 100 grinders that we always see pros play in ranked, but don't play at a pro level. Or any replays of anyone that stood out to you watching the majors. Now, I went ahead and just ignored the second part. I'm going to hope that everyone was liking this comment for the first, as we see our mystery player get bumped for the first goal of this game. But yeah, I went ahead and decided to try and find the highest, most talented, unknown player. Now, if you go through the top 100 and you look at players who have played in the scene for a long time, especially for someone like me who is very deep in the Rocket League sauce, nice reset shot, top shelf, there aren't a ton of unknown players. I mean, you truly have to go very far down before it's someone that I haven't seen in any tournament results or any sort of capacity in Rocket League. So I decided to go with a different metric. The metric that I went with is the highest rated player in 2v2 and the highest rated player in 1v1 that does not have a Wikipedia page. We're going to go ahead and say that that means they are unknown, because after a certain amount of time, once you get a decent amount of finishes as a nice eligible 50 from this mystery player, then you get yourself a Wikipedia page. Now, for some reason, I would have maybe even guessed this player might have already had it if they just asked for it to be made or something, or maybe they'll get it soon. But either way, they are the ones who are highest rated in 2v2, and then I went ahead and checked 1v1. Turns out, same guy is the highest rated 1v1 player who does not have a Wikipedia page. And now I'll stop teasing it. It is Purposa. Purposa is a Dutch player out of EU, as he gets a nice aerial shot and 50 finish to go up 3-1 in this replay. That is why we have selected him. I thought maybe we were going to get different players. I was going to do maybe a 2v2 highlight and then a 1v1 highlight, but turns out both sides, it's Purposa who is the highest without a Wikipedia page. And we're going to check out how he likes to play here. It seems like so far we have seen a lot of dashing, maybe not as much a crazy aerial mechanics as everyone's favorite Mr. Dark, but certainly a lot of zap dashing, more than I see from the average top pro. And so it'll be interesting to see how he plays here. If you guys really focus on Salt Mine, or maybe you're deep into, you know, every single match through all the 1v1s, you might have noticed that Purposa had a couple good results in the Salt Mine. You know, he definitely got close to qualifying, and as well as Arm the Rebels. He was a guy that when you were looking through all the qualifiers and everybody who was, you know, just barely there, Purposa was always around. He was always very close to making it, but never quite getting far enough to really, you know, show up on a main event and be counted as somebody who is a known player. But I know there's at least some of you here going, Purposa? Oh, come on, I knew that guy. But I'm sure there's many more who don't, as we're now 2 minutes into this game. Purposa going to tap this over the side wall for N to take control of. This is not an N that you maybe know of. If you're thinking, oh, that's Nas, Nupo, it's neither. I went ahead and checked real quick, and it is somebody who is marked as pro by Wikipedia, but although I did it last night, I'll be honest, I can't remember which exactly person it was. It was neither Nas, Nupo, or anyone who even starts with an N, so. Are we going to leave this air dribble off for Mr. Dot, the scariest player to face off in ranked? We'll have to check and see if he has anime profile picture, because if so, this game is truly unwinnable for Purposa. You just got to go next. That's Purposa coming out of the corner, trying to use a dash recovery after what was a pretty poor shot. Knew that he was leaving N back in a 1v2 and actually cannot get back to make the save. Let's see if Dot has an anime. Oh no, it's Black. Black profile picture. Dot. Truly an unwinnable game. If Purposa finds a way to win it, I'm going to be quite impressed. Purposa backing off here, seemingly trying to get a chip over the top of Feer, but did not work out. Definitely playing the patient game right now, as he seems to be under the impression that he's going to get a free opportunity. A little 50 wave dash, and is this a strong enough shot? It is. So there you go. A bit of patience from Purposa before finding just the right time to use his speed to get an outplay. Pull the orange team in. This kickoff is lost into the blue half. Purposa pre-jumping what he thought was going to be a much better shot attempt. Luckily, he had time to recover back and still make the second save. Now pinch around this player on the side wall. Dot is just going to lob one up. On the respawn, the 30 boost is used, and now Proposa actually just missed a pad. You can tell he's clearly trying to pad over to pick up as much as he could, or path over, I should say, path over pads. As he's now on the goal line with 3. Did he get that save or did his teammate? Either way, they are going to stay alive. Up 1 here with 50 seconds left to go. Proposa stealing away this one and swinging around to the side. Wants a double, but Mr. Dot himself not going to allow it. 40 seconds left to go, and gonna leave it out for Proposa. Goes top shelf, just barely off. We'll reset back at the midfield. Are they gonna keep pressure on for the remaining 30 seconds as a way to not have to defend with their 1-goal lead? Looks like it's not gonna happen as Reed bumps Proposa off the ball. But Proposa cleans up the follow-up shot. 14 seconds left to go. Did not try and pre-jump the Reed. Maybe a good idea considering that he already does have the lead. I think different game context, he maybe tries to read that quick off the back wall. And gonna put one on target. Mr. Dot himself clears it away. Proposa forces it to the ground, and look at that. Proposa did get a win against Mr. Dot. 1,000-point game for Proposa. Let's go ahead to game number 2. Back with Proposa here in the second game of this video. Proposa does seem to like the pre-flip dash on the side wall, as he was just going to tap this one towards the net with it very available, courtesy of Lost. I don't think that's the Lost from South America he's playing with, but it is a Lost all the same. Proposa aggressive. Some wall dashes. Seemed to actually hit the brakes and pull off of that demo attempt. I don't know if that was because he was just trying to line it up correctly, lost the speed, or whatever reason, didn't want to demo. Didn't want to get in the mix in those final moments. Now, off the side wall, not able to force the 50, and Lost actually dove in. I mean, I don't really think this is necessarily a misplay from Proposa, who is putting a decent enough shot on net, but a huge dive in from his teammate is going to result in him getting scored on. This kickoff right into the hands of Proposa off the side wall. Reset shots. Does put the ball on target, but soft. Lost stealing this one away. Full rotation from Proposa to go back and pick up the 100 and try to get back in. I felt like maybe it was a slight over rotation if there's a way he could try and find pads and stay involved, but ultimately decides he wanted the 100, then he had to use that 100 just to get back. And because he was forced to go so quickly, maybe not the best touch ever. But his team is on offense now, and he is the top-rated player, not me, as V is going to tap it away. A lot of single-letter names here in this ranked range, which, as I said, Proposa is a top 60 or so player right now. Proposa 50 off the ceiling. This time is just going to be picking up pads as he watches Lost. Lost did not get much of anything, and then unfortunate timing. Proposa cannot get back involved and dive on that ball in order to cut off any angles. So the shot will go in for the blue team. Proposa does love his zap dash recoveries on the kickoff. Lost aggressive challenge in the corner. Proposa not able to make anything out of it. Wow, unfortunate bump down onto Proposa from V. As Proposa tries to do a little camera check to see if he can take over this ball or he has to leave it for his teammate. Oh my goodness, a humongous whiff. A 1v1 opportunity for Proposa. We know he grinds a little bit. He goes for his flick. That if he placed it maybe a little bit higher, a little bit more top left, might have been able to get a goal, but as it stands, he's going to continue to have to play from behind. Lost. Misses the double. Proposa, really just almost a defensive challenge there. Trying to buy a little bit more time. Knows he's probably not going to be able to score from it, but needs to give Lost a moment to recover. And now Proposa pass to the ceiling. Touch out to Lost. Lost not quite kicking enough. And nice recovery from Proposa. That was the danger of trying to make a pass out. If it doesn't go successfully, maybe could get countered, but this time around, Lost at least bought enough time for Proposa to recover, make a play on the ball, as opposed to the previous time when there was not a chance in the world for Proposa. Proposa again, using some dashing to put a power shot. Top shelf. Rizun got the beat Gonna force Proposa to make a save, which he does, and then maybe trying to get the ball on target. Thought he could get there all the way before recoveries. Or maybe he was expecting players to dive on the ball and just wanted to beat him to it. Couldn't really have much view where he was playing from with the ball directly above him. He wants that midfield boost. There's no way he's going to get it. And now he's forced to rotate wildly around. He could have been in real big trouble trying to go out for that boost, as clearly there was a shot opportunity, but it is going to go too high. Lost has been truly a tough challenge, I feel like, for Proposa in this game, as it's been unclear whether or not he's going to make a good challenge or not. And so Proposa doesn't know how close to play or whether to expect a complete and utter miss. And with 3 boosts, he's decided not to try and find a way to get it to Lost. Instead, flick it on target. Soon bumped. Proposa passed to himself off the sidewall. No reset means no way to get it out to the midfield. Instead, just going to try and pinch it off on the 50. And unsurprisingly, Proposa not sticking around to try and make anything happen off of Lost setup. Proposa, no demo on this player. Instead, forced to swing back around into his back corner. He's going to go for a sidewall double. Couldn't get it. Now rotating back. Sees that Lost just picked up that back corner, so goes pads and gets in net. Recognizes there's not much he's going to be able to do. This is a great pass up to Lost. Maybe a little bit too hard. Lost not able to handle it. And very low, little boost left for Proposa. It's going to spawn perfect in the back corner, so at 0 seconds, he's going to take a dribble. The length of the field, gets it over the top of Razun, and actually, the defender is not able to stop it. So a 0-second full field dribble there from Proposa to force overtime in this second game. Proposa keeping ball cam on for a decent amount of time there before going into the corner. Wanted to get a good read on what was going to happen over on this side of the field. I'm actually surprised how long he kept ball cam on underneath that ball. Now taking it to his back corner. Will we see another dribble from him off the back wall to clutch out this game? Reset shot over the top of Razun, but this time V is camped there in net, fully prepared for what he knows is possible coming out of Proposa. Lost. That whiff is actually somewhat beneficial. Fakes out the other team, as neither one of them expecting that whiff did not go to the ball. V not able to get the double reset. Razun is going to have his ball taken away. Good challenge by Lost. V a bit faster than Proposa realized. 74 boost for him still, though. So he's certainly going to be able to make a play when he wants to. Going to go for a dive 50 on V. That is not the best win, but Proposa does make it back just in time. Proposa fake touch into the corner, going to flick over the top of Razun, and that actually might be enough. The dunk will do it, and it looks like he must have left instantly, or whoever uploaded this replay left immediately after the goal, because usually you have a couple seconds even on these OTs, but all this comes down to is the fake here into the corner. I think you see Razun probably expecting it. If we go look at Razun's POV, he's maybe getting ready and then realizes, oh wait, Proposa's not going to put it into the corner. I have to turn back to try and make a save and can't do it, and then Lost is the one to finish it up. So Proposa, this is the guy I decided to check out based on your guys' comments. You said you wanted to see, a ranked grinder who's not pro. I went ahead and went with the highest rated player who is not with a Liquipedia page. So whatever you guys want to see next, whatever gets the most likes, I will make a video on it. I think that's been a good strategy, as long as it's something I can actually do. So maybe we do that again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.